Boker Tov, we're starting the 6th Perek of Mishlei. 6th Perek opens, Beni im aravta lere'echa takata lazar kapecha. If you became an arev to your friend, an arev is, when there's a loan, there's the lender, there's the borrower, and sometimes there's the arev, the cosigner, the guy that's going to pay in case you don't pay. Guarantor, thank you. So there's a guarantor. So, my son, if you became a guarantor for your friend, takata lazar kapecha, or you give a handshake to your friend, so what's this? What's going on over here? Talking about a guarantor. So, the Gaon of Vilna says there's two types of guarantors in halacha as well. There's a kablan. It's called, Arev Stam and Arev Kablan. A general guarantor is, so let's say this guy Reuven owes me money, and Shimon was the guarantor. So the way it was set up is he's a regular guarantor, meaning I go to Reuven first to owe me the money. He owes me the money. You owe me the money. Now let's say Reuven says, I don't have it, whatever. Then you could go to the guarantor, to Shimon. Sometimes there's a higher level guarantor, which in halakha is called an arev kablan, that he's mekabel on himself to be exactly like the borrower. He says, you don't even have to go to the borrower first, you can go to the guarantor first. So that's a higher level of a guarantor. So he says, this is compared to the two types of people that learn Torah. There's the regular people that learn Torah, there's the regular nation, and then there's the people that learn Torah, and then there's the dayanim, the judges. So he says there's a difference in the level of being a guarantor. Hashem says, I gave you my Torah. Who's going to be a guarantor that you're learning, that you're taking care of the Torah? So if Hashem goes to the regular nation, and unfortunately many of the regular nation aren't connected, so you could go to the Lomdei Torah. Lomdei Torah, you're taking care of my Torah? We say, yes, we're taking care of the Torah. And then there's a higher level, the Arev Kavlan, where you could go to them straight. The Dayanim, are you doing things properly? Are you judging properly through my Torah, etc.? And they could say, yes, we've guaranteed, and we're taking care of your Torah on the highest level. And the Pesukim continue. Nokashta be'im reficha. Sometimes these arevs might be trapped with their words. Nilkadta be'im reficha, or caught with their words. What's the difference between trapped and being caught? Nokashta, nilkadta. So it says trapped. Sometimes you might be trapped yourself. You come to a place and you're stuck somewhere. You're going to be trapped yourself. But caught means you're caught by someone else. You're in someone else's control. You're caught. So he says the difference here as well is as follows. Someone that learns Torah versus someone that's a dayan. Someone that learns Torah might get trapped in their words by saying something that's maybe not the halacha. But in learning, they might say, oh no, this is what the halacha should be. This is what the halacha should be. So they might be trapped with their words that they said the wrong thing. But them being trapped doesn't affect others because they're just learning Torah among themselves. But a dayan, that his ruling affects others because his ruling now takes money out of this guy's pocket, puts it in this guy's pocket. But if he's wrong, he's caught by others, so to speak, because his ruling affected things. His dayan, his ruling took money out of this one, took money into that one. So sometimes our words will trap us, but again, a person that's learning Torah is just kind of in theory, whereas a person that's a dayan is in practice. And he says a person that's in theory is between you and Hashem if you didn't learn it properly. But if it's in practice, it's between you and man, the dayan and man to man, where you cause this person to lose money even though maybe he wasn't supposed to. So what happens if you've done such a thing? The next pasuk. Aseh zot efo beni ve'inatzel. Says Shlomo HaMelech, do this, my son, and you will be saved. Ki bata b'chaf re'echa. If you got caught in the hand of your friend, meaning you've been trapped, you've been caught. Number one is hitrapes, humble yourself, urahav re'echa, and bring your friends. So what does this mean? Humble yourself. He says, talking about the dayanim. If a dayan made a mistake, he made the wrong judgment, it's going to be difficult to humble yourself. But humble yourself and go forward and say, you know what? we made the wrong judgment, we're sorry, we have to undo the judgment we did. That takes a lot of humility. Also, he says, as that if a dayan is humble and he takes every case that comes to him, he takes, then people are going to realize that he's not just doing it, he wants to take that case, this small case he's not going to take care of those people, but he takes care of everyone, then we know we could trust him. He's humble, he takes care of everyone. And then, but let's say the regular Lomed Torah is bring your friends to learn with you. Meaning, if let's say you feel that you're trapped and you're learning, not as a dayan, as a regular, and you don't know, maybe did I do this right? Bring your friends to learn with you again, to review it, to see if indeed you've been trapped or you're saying the right explanation, and to correct the wrong explanation. So here, Shlomo Melech talks about the Lomdei Torah, the regular Lomdei Torah, and those that are in position of influence that could, as a dayan, could move things with his words, and now you owe him, you don't owe him, etc. Actually, yesterday I had a case. Two people came to me, and one guy says, I paid him back the money, and the other one says, I don't remember being paid back, and it was cash. So, and they're both good friends. It was a relatively small amount of money, and he said, Rabbi, what do we do? I want to pay back my friend, but I feel I paid him back. The other one says, I love my friend and everything, but he owes me the money, and I don't feel like I paid back. So I said, Rabbi, what do we do? I said, Rabbi, whatever you say, we'll do. So what I said was, like this. So I said, do you have a shtar? Do you have a document that he owes you money? He says, no. He agrees. I owed him money, but I paid it back. So he says, I said to him, do you have a document? Because back in the day, or even now, if you're supposed to write as a loan, so if you have a document, when the guy pays you back the money, you're supposed to give the document or rip up the document. Right? So then you could show here, I have a receipt, I paid up. He doesn't have a document. So back in the day when we were in the time of Bet HaMikdash, when we had real Batei Dinim, they would make them swear. Meaning, you say you paid back, so swear to go to Sefer Torah, make an oath. If you do so, then you don't have to pay anymore. But we don't have that level. We can't do a shvuah nowadays. So what I said, look, you guys are good friends. This, I'd say pay half, and the other one would be mochel. If you've already paid back, do 50-50 and whatever. So I think that's what they did. So, but sometimes dayanim or rabbanim that are in places of influence that can move money or whatever, we've got to be as careful as can be. B'ezrat Hashem. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen v'amen. Rabbi Chananya ben Akashya v'ratzak Kadosh Baruch Hu lezakot et zafiach chibadem Torah shneimar Adonai hafetz man tzidko yagdil Torah v'yadir.